Theater. If you're here for the Charlie Daniels concert, you got the wrong night. But I promise you, we're going to have some soft shoe dots that are going to grace this stage and make it very entertaining. My name is Johnny Wharff. I'm with WMOA Radio. If you were listening today, you probably had enough of me already, but you've got me for the rest of the night as well. The original People's Bank Theater, or the original theater in Marietta, was 1911, which was 8 years before moving pictures. So they were doing vaudeville acts, they were doing magic lantern projections, and they always had a guy that was supposed to keep things rolling, mildly entertain, and to keep things on time. That's my job. They also hissed and jeered and booed. We don't really want much of that, but you can always point at your watch a little bit if things are dragging along. By a show of applause, is it your first time in the newly renovated theater? And then, same sign, how many people go back to the good old days of the Colony Theater? Think about some of the great memories in here. I know you don't remember much from when you were 5 years old, but I do remember my first movie. It was here, and it was the original Jungle Book, and I think it was 1968. Here we are 40-some years later doing a remake of that. I also saw a movie called Ben. My brothers brought me. I think I was way too young for a horror movie, but you remember a movie about a rat? Michael Jackson sang the theme song. He was 14 at the time. But when we left, I was so frightened. And my brothers made me go through that Pioneer Walk. Have you guys been through there? I thought there was going to be 100 rats jump on me that night. And then I also had the privilege of being here for the last showing of Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was the fall of 1985. And after that, and then they closed the place. If you'd have been at one of those shows, you'll know why they closed the place down, because it was pretty crazy. But we are going to have a great time tonight. It is my privilege to bring out Laurie Strahler, who is the little brainchild of this evening.
Good evening.
Here we are, Laurie. We've talked about this enough. Look at this place, and then talk about the infancy and how this idea came about.
You know, about 10 years ago, I heard of a similar event, and I have wanted to do this since. So Brian Anderson and I started brainstorming, and pretty soon we set up an appointment with Hunt Raleigh here at the theater to see if it was even possible. And once we realized it was, we penciled in a date, and I started asking doctors.
All right, well, before you ask doctors, and I'm guessing you asked somebody else, and this is the question that I've been waiting to ask you. Scott Cantley, listen, this is what I'd like to do. We'd like to get maybe, I don't know, half a dozen of your doctors, have them dance on a stage, and then have you pay for part of it. How's that sound? Did that go like that, kind of?
Yeah, kind of. He probably thought, because I had not met Scott, so he probably thought, what does McDonald's want to meet with me for? Why are they talking to me? Why is she coming to my office? And as soon as I told him about the event, he was so excited. He just couldn't believe we were doing this. And he said, how did you get those doctors to say yes? You mean Petrov said yes? And then he gave me half the money to rent the theater.
Oh, I love it. That is so great. And then this is for a great cause tonight, and maybe you can touch, I know you do so many things outside of this night, but what a grand event to benefit the Ronald McDonald House.
Thank you. That's what this is all about, and we are so excited. McDonald's of Marietta is part of the Tri-State Co-op, and we have 93 restaurants in Southeast Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky. And we support 2 Ronald McDonald Houses, the one in Huntington and in Charleston. And last year, we sold coupon books. I bet many of you bought those. And we raised, for the 2 houses, we raised $188,000 through the sale of those coupon books. And secondly, something really cool we do. For every pound of French fries that we purchase from our distribution center, those 93 stores, we give a penny a pound And that totals a lot of money. We do that every single year, and we split that between the houses. And then even more impressively, which involves all of you, this is really cool. The donation canisters that we have in our restaurants that you throw your change in, I don't think anybody realizes how much change we collect. And this is just, I know this has surprised a lot of people when I've told them. By throwing your change in those collection boxes in 2015, the 4 McDonald's of Marietta restaurants collected $15,200. Thank you.
That's great. Those canisters are made really well, so you can't not get anything out of them. I know that.
No, if you drop your credit card in.
I'm going to give Laurie the pleasure of introducing, to set the tone for the evening, a couple of professional dancers. She is going to introduce to you Josh and Stacy Tilford. Thank you everybody for being here. We're going to have a great time.
Stacy began her career at the age of 3 under the instruction of one of our judges, Jel Tracewell. She has trained in all styles of ballroom. Josh began his dance career in 2006 as a student in a Columbus area dance studio. He is now a 2-time top teacher of the Global Dance Sports Series and the World Pro-Am Dance Sports Series. Josh and Stacy fell in love during their first meeting and first dance together on July 4th, 2014, and began competing after their wedding a year later. They are champions of the 2015 North American Star Ball Pro-Am Smooth and Standard Closed divisions, as well as the Open 9 Dance Smooth Standard champions at the 2016 Michigan Dance Challenge. Their complete story is in your program. It is my great pleasure to introduce Josh and Stacy Tilford.
Rely on me, supply your needs from now on. Shelter you and be a pillow to lean on. For in your eyes I see what I was born to be, and now my life can begin. I am your man. Oh, yes I am, yes I am. I'm your man. There's no sacrifice great or small I wouldn't do. My ambition is bringing happiness to you. If trouble comes our way, I'm gonna promise to stay right by your side. It's where I wanna stay from. I am your man. Oh, yes I am, Lord. Lord, I'm your man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh and Stacy Tilford. I think I'm in pretty good shape, but I'm a little tired just kind of from watching that a little bit.